Parliament was never built to handle this kind of pressure, yet on October 16, 2025, it stood at the epicenter of a national storm. Thousands of mourners from across the country streamed into Nairobi, determined to see the body of Raila Amollo Odinga, the man they simply called Baba. By early morning, the roads around Parliament were clogged with people waving flags and carrying portraits of Raila Odinga. The crowd grew dense, restless, emotional. They sang freedom songs and shouted Raila's name, but beneath the unity of mourning lay a rising tension. Word began to spread that the public viewing had been moved from Parliament to Kasarani Stadium. The government cited security concerns and unmanageable numbers. To the grieving crowd, it felt like betrayal. Shouts erupted, and frustration quickly turned into agitation. People began pushing against barricades, others climbed Parliament's walls and gates trying to get a glimpse inside. Security forces were quickly overwhelmed. The situation was teetering on the edge of disaster, one misstep away from chaos. Inside, officials scrambled as military personnel dismantled ceremonial setups, loading flags, carpets, and stands onto trucks bound for Kasarani. Then came a moment that changed the tone of the day. Embakasi East Member of Parliament Babu Owino, known for his influence among the youth, appeared on top of Parliament's gate. Without a microphone, he raised his hands and shouted at the sea of mourners below. The transformation was instant. The same crowd that had moments ago been shouting in anger began to listen. The chants softened. People started to lower their flags. His words, sharp and charged with emotions, cut through the noise. Police officers stepped back. It became clear the government had allowed Babu to handle the situation. His authenticity, his street credibility, his connection with the people all came alive in that moment. Soon after, Raila Member of Parliament Otiende Amollo joined him. Calm, composed, and deliberate, he addressed the crowd beside Babu. His message was simple but powerful. Quote, "If we truly loved Baba, then let's show it in peace, unity, not chaos." The two MPs, one fiery, one steady, complemented each other perfectly. Behind them, Speaker Wetangula reinforced the government's decision, while Deputy President Kithure Kindiki and Raila's brother Oburu Oginga appealed for order.
When I sit, I am aware of the new development, and going by what has happened at the JKIA, the surging numbers of mourners who came to the JKIA could not actually allow the organizing committee of this funeral to have the viewing of the body of His Excellency Raila Odinga to be done at the Parliament buildings. So what they have decided, and with the concurrence of the head of state, His Excellency President Kenyan, and the acting party leader of Otiende, Senator Oburu Oginga, is that the body be taken to Kasarani, More International Sports Center Kasarani, which is spacious and can accommodate so many people without stress. They view the body and they leave. What I want to urge our members of the public, the mourners who have come out in large numbers, please let us do this with dignity. I know we are mourning. We have lost an enigma. We have lost a hero. We have lost a giant. the pillar of democracy in this country, the beacon of peace.
Slowly, the crowd began to disperse toward Kasarani. Buses filled up, motorbikes revved, and thousands marched north, singing softly. What could have been a violent confrontation turned into an orderly procession of mourning the respect. Inside Parliament, silence returned. Broken flags, sandals, the flower petals litter the lawns. Traces of mourning Kenya will never forget. At Kasarani, the atmosphere was entirely different. The crowd that had been restless now stood solemnly in line. The situation quickly spiraled again. The massive turnout far exceeded expectations. By the time the first convoys arrived, the stadium gates were jammed with mourners desperate to enter. Security barriers collapsed under pressure. Within minutes, the pitch itself was flooded. Thousands of Kenyans pouring onto the grass, waving flags, chanting Raila's name, and climbing onto the stands. From Parliament's breach to Kasarani's overflow, October 16th became a testament to the depth of Raila's legacy and to the fragile balance between love and chaos that defines Kenya's politics.
Baba is too big for Bunge. Ukiangalia gate zote, hii gate imejaa, gate ingine huko juu imejaa, gate ya huko chini yote imejaa, na JKA imejaa. Baba being a movement, Bunge cannot be sufficient for him. Kwa sababu hata kupanga queue italeta shida na italeta stampede na tupate casualties wengine, fatalities wengine ya kawaida. Ndio tunaambia wananchi, Baba being an enigma, sisi wote procession yote tuelekee Kasarani. Mwili ushatoka JKA, unaelekea Kasarani straight, na watu wataruhusiwa kuona mwili.
Newsroom, Maisha TV, Reader Kering Chubet.